It's a very good morning to you and welcome to ZTN News Blitz. We're broadcasting live from Harare, Zimbabwe's capital. Let's take a look at our top stories. Zim doctors dig in after 48-hour moratorium. Huge appetite for Zim-dollar. Should RBZ inject more? Balding man hanging upside down to grow hair back. Zimbabwe champions FC Platinum will not park the bus in Sudan. Zimbabwean doctors who last night received a reprieve from government for them to return to work within 48 hours without reapplying have rejected the offer, claiming that there is nothing new to it. Last night, President Emmerson Mnangagwa met Catholic bishops in Harare and a decision was reached to allow doctors back to work. The strike entered day 88 today and so far 488 doctors have been fired for embarking on the industrial action deemed illegal by the Labour Court. President Emmerson Mnangagwa speaks.
Bishops Council who came to meet us. Then they requested for a moratorium on the question of doctors for 2 days. That can we offer a moratorium for 2 days for the doctors who have been dismissed, that's the word, to come back and join with that application, just come back to work. And we granted their request.
Long winding queues have become a common feature at most banks in the country, pointing to a huge appetite for cash among Zimbabweans. The Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe recently injected $30 million worth of new notes and coins to deal with the cash needs of the transacting public. The cash injection appears to be a drop in the ocean, judging by the long bank queues. Should the RBZ inject more cash into circulation? Our correspondent Ndaka Majaka has more.
After what looked like a hopeful start this week, the infamous cash queues have resurfaced again in Zimbabwe. Pressure is mounting on the country's central bank to deal with the situation. On his part, Central Bank Governor Dr. Mangudya has said that he is not going to inject more cash that is necessary into the system. But as you can see, desperate Zimbabweans line up to access cash from their local banks. Is he going to yield? That remains the question of the day. For ZTN News, I'm Ndaka Majaka in Harare.
Zimbabwe Power Utilities ZES's ability to effectively supply electricity to businesses and residents continues to be seriously hamstrung by a number of factors. While suppressed power generation is ZES's biggest challenge, theft and vandalism of electricity has compounded the power utilities' challenges. Energy and Power Development Minister Fortune Chasi has proposed stiffer penalties for ZES properties vandals. He was speaking during a ZTN current affairs program, The Chase.
People who are destroying infrastructure, transformers, for example, cables, every day. That is going to be history. I'm recommending 30 years. If we find you with 1 liter of transformer oil, you must be prepared to be a guest of the state for 30 years.
Now in England, balding men are hanging upside down like bats in a crazy bid to grow their hair back. Hundreds are trying the inversion method to increase the flow of blood to the scalp amid claims that it boosts growth of hair. But a hair restoration surgeon says there is no evidence this works and says the practice could even be dangerous. YouTuber Nicola Chatfield's vlog on the technique has clocked up to almost 48,000 views. In it, she hangs upside down on a pull-up bar for 5 minutes a day for a week. The hairdresser then measures her hair and reports it has grown half an inch. Zimbabwe champions FC Platinum says they will not park the bus against Al Hilal of the CAF Champions League in Sudan tonight.
The best way to defend is to attack. We will not come here and sit. We will just come here and play our normal game.
Still in sport, could this be the end of the road for Arsenal manager Unai Emery? Pressure is mounting on him to step down after their 2-1 loss to Eintracht Frankfurt at home in the Europa League. The Spaniard has been left on the brink, having registered Arsenal's longest winless run since 1992. In another Europa League match played yesterday, Manchester United suffered a 2-1 loss to FC Astana, while Wolves qualified for the knockout stages after a 3-3 draw with Sporting Braga in Portugal. Zimbabwe Under-19 cricket team this week intensified preparations for the ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup 2020 in South Africa. On Wednesday, they played Mountaineers as they worked on their fitness ahead of the January tournament. And that's all we had for you on ZTN News Blitz. Join us at 1 p.m. Thank you for watching.